Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Olu and this is the Bodymark design. In today's tutorial, we are going to be making an HTV t-shirt. So today's tutorial is going to be how to make an HTV t-shirt. So for this t-shirt, I'm going to be demonstrating by using a hoodie. This is a sweatshirt. I'm going to be using a sweatshirt and my son is turning 16. So I want to put a 16th design for him. But my son is a minimalist and wouldn't want anything too much on this hoodie. So we have to go to Etsy and look for inspirations of simple designs that we can do with an HTV. We are not going to be buying the SVG file. No, we're going to be designing it ourselves. So join me again. We'll design in our Silhouette studio and then we'll cut it out in my Silhouette Cameo 4. That's what I have. And then we would adhere it, and I'll show you secrets of how to adhere HTV properly and how to know if you have adhered it properly. So if this is something you would like to see, stay tuned and let's go into the tutorial. But before then, if you're new on my channel, you're very welcome, and if you're not, thank you for always coming back. If you're new, would you consider subscribing? If you like tutorials on HTV, sublimation, embroidering, and all things crafty, because this is what I do on this channel. So for today, let's go to our HTV projects. So now I am on Etsy and what I did was type in boy 16th birthday t-shirt. So I could get inspiration on what is trending. And I can see from here that there's a lot of 2006 popping up. That says Legend 2006. And 16 and also vintage, but I think the limited edition 2006 is more popular and I think you would like that. We can make something from that. Now we're only on Etsy for inspiration and I think we have the inspiration we need. We want to make 2006 bold enough and the limited edition whichever way we want it, either curved or straight. I will see when we get designing. This is our own original design and let's get into Silhouette Studio and make this design. Now I'm in Silhouette Studio and I want to type out my words separately. The limited will be separate, the 2006 will be separate, and the edition will be separate. This is because the 2006 I want to be bold like we've seen from Etsy. We want to take that as an inspiration, and the edition as well is going to be separate. So for this font, I would like to use Fantasy Dream. It's a font I really love to use, and I think it would suit my son. And I make the 2006 impact font, and also I gave it spacing, the character spacing of 120, so that there will be enough space, and I made it bigger than the rest of the design. Then the edition as well, I thought I could make it the limit and the Fantasy Dream. I think that's good enough. You don't want to have too much fonts going on. So now I have basically everything and I can make my t-shirt like this. But then I thought of adding a curve to the limited. I wasn't sure I like it this way, so I want the limited to have a curve. Then I went to my shapes. When I got to my shapes, I chose a circle, and then I just pulled out the circle, and I'm trying to make the limited into a curve. So what you do to make it into a curve is click on the limited. When you click on it as if you want to continue typing, then the plus sign there, you'd use it to drag it onto the circle, and it should take the shape of the circle just like that. And that was how I made my limited. I was thinking of spacing it out a bit as well, but I just thought it's okay. It's okay this way. So the next thing I did was to select all the design, both the circle and the limited, and I made it compound part. And then I released the compound part so I could take out the shape of the circle at the bottom. Then I deleted the shape of the circle, and just what I did was to group the remaining words. That's the limited word together, and that's it. And that's what I have. And now I can bring my 2006 back, and the edition is there, and our design is almost ready. The next thing I did was to group my design, but before I group it, I make sure that it was centered and the line spacing was equal so that none of them is touching each other. And this looks good, the design. Then the next thing I want to do is to give it a color. So I decided to give it a black color, and this looks good. Now that I have my design ready, I would like to give it the size which I want to cut it. For my hoodie or for my sweatshirt, the size I would like would be 9 inches. But before then, I want to close the aspect ratio so that one side, when I change one side, the other one automatically change. And I'm going to put the width to 9. And I think that's good enough. I can either make it 9 or 10, but I don't want it too much. Like I said, my son doesn't like it when it's too big. So now all I want to do is flip horizontally and then send to the machine to cut. Because I am using smooth HTV, I'm going to choose a material that says smooth HTV. So for my material, I'm going to choose smooth HTV, and then I will cut this vinyl. Now that we've weeded our HTV, and now we're ready to press it on my t-shirt. So the first thing I'll do to get the middle of this HTV is to put it this way and pinch a bit up and the bottom so that we would be able to place it straight on our t-shirt. So I have pinched the top and the bottom. That's the middle of the HTV. It's going to be going in front of the t-shirt. I mean a sweatshirt, which I'm using it for. I'm using this black sweatshirt, so my normal way to get the middle of the sweatshirt is to put shoulder to shoulder and armpit to armpit, and then I would heat press it a bit to get the middle of it. Just a quick press. I'm not doing any huge press for it. So my heat press is set to 320 for 12 seconds. That's what I'll be adhering my HTV at. 320, 12 seconds. I try to take the neck off the heat, and that's what I do. I just don't want, so that it won't be uneven. The pressure on the sweatshirt won't be uneven. That's why I do that. So before I place my HTV, which is the design we've made on the sweatshirt, I want to lint roll it. Because I do sublimation, I'm used to just lint rolling everything now, because I see the result. It makes it look nice, and it helps your HTV adhere properly onto your t-shirt. So this heat transfer vinyl that I use, I got off MDP Supplies. It's a local supply here, but you can get some off Amazon. I have link below of where I get HTVs. The only thing that will be making me change this my heat press is I wish I knew when I was getting it I'll be able to pull out the drawer, because sometimes you get to like burn yourself while putting your hand in there. So if you're new and you want to buy a heat press, you're better buying either the swing one or the one that you can pull out, the one with a drawer. I don't know if you have this type. Do you have any tricks for not getting burnt? If you have, please leave an advice for me below, and I will take to your advice, because sometimes I get burnt by my heat press. Now, forefinger below, and then I go to the middle. For an adult t-shirt, because he wears an adult, this is a medium, it's a medium adult, he wears an adult, I go 4 inches below the neckline. The neckline here, 4 inches below, 3 inches below. 3 inches below here is 4 of my fingers. So 4 of my fingers is 3 inches below. But if you have the ruler, you can use the ruler as well. I don't use ruler because I keep getting this misplaced. So I've decided to be using my 4 fingers. And now we can heat press this for 12 seconds. 320, 12 seconds. That's our 12 seconds gone. So I'll take off the carrier sheet and I'll do it a second time just to be sure it's well placed. I'll do it one more time for like 5 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, in order for you to know if you've properly pressed your HTV onto your t-shirt, you want to see the fiber of the t-shirt showing through the HTV. Once that you can see the fiber showing through, it means you have pressed it properly. It has adhered properly. But if you put your HTV on a t-shirt or anything and you cannot see the fiber of the t-shirt coming through the vinyl, then it's not properly done. You do it one more time. We've done this at a medium to high pressure, and this is what we have. So we can see that in today's tutorial, we've successfully made this birthday t-shirt for my son, and let's hope he wears it. If he wears it, I'm going to be putting up a picture of him on my Facebook group, which is HTV Embroidery and Sublimation Tricks and Tips for Beginners on Facebook. I wouldn't put it on YouTube now, but if you're one of my group members, then you will see him wear this, and I think we did a good job. What do you think? Do you think we did a good job here? Is there a better way I would have done it? Thank you for staying to the end of the tutorial. If you have requests for any tutorial you want me to make, please leave it below and I will do that. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.